Beyond the Ije barrack scene, we have also had our portal inundated with photos of unkempt drainage and of course canals from different parts of the city, such as Alakbere and of course Ishaga in Surulere. Before we eventually meet with the LAWMA boss, sit back for this report. A clean environment breeds a healthy living. And that's a major reason the Lagos State government paid a lot of attention on waste management, which include proper disposal of waste materials. The introduction of Lagos State Waste Management Agency also gave bite to the environmental sanitation exercise in the state, especially during the last administration. In spite of the effort put into sanitation, it's becoming a common sight to find illegal dump sites, unkempt drains and canals in part of the state, such as this around Alakbere, as seen in this eyewitness photo, and this other one along Ishaga Road in Surulere. As at the time of our visit, the canal had not been cleared, nor the dirt evacuated. And one of the residents here claims those who used to clean the canal have stopped working because they've not been paid.
The state of the canal right now is very, very bad, being that since the new regime that just comes in now, those people that worked before, they've not been coming like before. Unlike before, they come here every day, they work for a whole day and a whole week. It's only on Sunday they don't come. But since this our new governor has come in, I think they stop. And those that normally come before, they reduce. So the work is not like before. When they work on this canal during Fashola's regime, whenever it falls, when there's rain, everything is flowing normally, no more flood. But now, it seems there's little flood now if rain falls. Because last rain that fell, there's flood on the road. Likewise, the gutter in front of Lutz too. That place is blocked.
The stench from the canal is discomforting, but it seems they already are used to it.
Though we live in this area, the odor, we don't mind the odor, but outside, I can say we no longer hear odor, but if our customers that comes to us, or maybe strangers from outside, they complain about the odor, the bad odor of the canal, because the water is no more flowing like before. I want government, if they can go back to their former tactics to employ more labor. Because before, formerly they have at least about 10 to 15 boys that works on the canal before. So if they can go back to those labor, then everything will work out. Because whenever they pack those dirty out, there's a truck that normally come maybe once in 2 weeks or once in 3 weeks, come and shift the dirty away. But now, all those things, nobody's doing it anymore.
Here is the boat they made use of while they still worked, left abandoned, with little or no hope they will return. However, at the canal along Akirile, this eyewitness video shows only 2 cleaners are left out of the usual 8. We gathered most of them left due to unpaid salary. Armed with this experience, we paid a visit to LAWMA office in Lagos, where we had a chat with the chairman and some of the aforementioned.
The canals are outlets, water outlets, from the city, from towns, into the lagoon, into the seas. So they should be clean for free flow of water. Having said that, clearance of canals is the responsibility of LAWMA, EFAD, and Drain Dog. You understand? The 3 of us, we have to synergize our work together hand in hand to make sure that the canals are clean. For instance, if Drain Dog clears, bring the waste from the canals and put them by the side, we don't carry wet waste. It's not easy. We have to allow the water to drain out. But as soon as it has drained out, we have to pick the waste. That's why I said, look, if Drain Dog picks the waste from the canals, it is our job to make sure we don't leave it on ground. We have to take it away. So we work hand in hand. And we are doing that. And let me tell you, as I said earlier, waste management is not something you say, I've done it now, I can't do it in the next hour. If we notice that one canal is not clean enough, we go there and do our job. It's our job to make sure that the canals are clean. I also appeal to our people, the members of the public, to stop dumping waste in the canals. And that's where the issue of cart pushers comes in. We don't want cart pushers. Because when they collect money from tenements, from people from different outfits, they end up dumping them in the canals, creating more problems. They don't know they are creating problems. Well, I want them to know that they are creating problems for the people. When you block canals, the result, flood. So why will you pick waste and then dump it in the canal?
The case of non-availability of dump site at the Ije barracks in Obalende comes to the fore. He says provision had been made for an alternative dump site.
We are aware of illegal dumping. But let me start with the issue of moving a bin from a particular place. The Ije you mentioned happened to be an area I know very well. The bin was located close to where people are selling food stuff that people eat. And I don't think it's the best to leave a waste bin very close to where they sell food stuff. That is why we moved it to another location. If you go back to Ije, the bin is still there. The only thing is we moved it from one place to another place for the people, not just moving in. We are concerned about their health too. We don't want anything that's going to be hazardous to people's head at a place where we know we can relocate it. But the point is, people will say they are used to dumping it there. They don't want to go to the new location. And that's why we have what we call LAWMA police. We have people stationed around such places, directing them to take the waste to the new location instead of dumping them at the old locations. But our people have to change their cultures too. I'm appealing that people should try to understand the government does not take decisions that will not favor people. Government exists for the people. They are the owner of the government. They elected those who are there. And their well-being is uppermost on our heart. So the issue of relocation is what happened in Ije, not that we just took it away.
The welfare of any workforce serves as a motivating factor. However, there's been the issue of non-payment of some of the cleaners and sweepers, leading to a possible depletion in manpower. He throws more light on this.
Payment is a challenge. I want you to understand that. And it's something that we are addressing, we are on top of it. We do not want to owe. If we are owing you, we won't be able to talk to you authoritatively. But if we pay, I will tell you, go and do that, and you have to do it. We do not intend to owe. But we all know that the economic situation is such that we have to work hard to bring in the money. That's why I will keep stressing the fact of these people paying, our people paying for services. Once we have the money, we have to pay. We are ready to pay. But the truth is, people are not paying. You must have heard that of recent. We are even sealing some houses to enforce payment. Once we have the money, we'll pay. It's a challenge, all right. I'm not going to run away from that. But we definitely will pay.
And finally, he leaves us with a word of advice.
Everybody in the state that is supposed to pay for waste should pay. Whether be the police, be the armed forces. I pay. I'm not saying because I am chairman in LAWMA. I pay for the waste they pick in my house. I pay. So I expect everybody to pay. We should wake up to our responsibilities. We have to pay for this because, like I said earlier, it's a service that government is doing for people. People should pay for these services.
Health is wealth. For us to ensure a safe environment, we must all play our part. Keep your environment clean. Stop indiscriminate dumping of refuse. Don't forget to make the most of our Channels TV app. Start by downloading to your iOS, Android or Windows device. Swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu, then tap and follow the simple steps to have your photos or videos uploaded. Let's see some of those you posted for the week. Leverhim Ibrahim sent a disturbing photo of FCDA staff quarters, Garaki Hospital. You say the rooms here always get wet, and you also say that the occupants, that is the doctors, pharmacists, nurses, are all in trouble, except something is done to save the structure. Ekume Ogban's lands caught dump sites in different parts of Calabar. The first is at Afokan Lane in Calabar. Next is Golden Street, that has remained this dirty for a long time. We also have this from White House by Majesty High School. Then finally White House by Chamberlain. You say government should come to the rescue of the streets of Calabar. So, Cross River State Government, what is happening to waste management in your state? Please do something to avoid epidemic outbreak. Our next photo is that of an electrocution in Kaduna involving a contractor of the electricity company there. He was said to be working on a transformer when the accident occurred. This is a sad case that shouldn't be mentioned amongst us anymore. Whatever happened to safety precaution? That seems to be the question Bakari Olaniyi, Tokwe Adeyemi are asking with their photos. Atile Harrison, you wonder why an important road that leads to several communities in Warri South local government area, Ubeji Road, has remained abandoned for a very long time. You're calling on the state government to come to the rescue of that road. Ilori Nicholas claims the building in the picture was constructed by a former chairman of Ibaraudo Ekiti for the police. You say for the past 10 years, the police have refused to vacate their temporary site for this permanent structure, which is currently wasting away. Shesi Wigan draws attention to a collapsed bridge in Adigbe, Obada Oko Link Bridge in Abeokuta. You are requesting the attention of the state government to have this fixed before it gets worse. And finally, Maxwell sent in a video of some youth in a Ahoda community in River State mounting roadblocks and obstructing traffic in protest of non-power supply to the area for the past 2 months. They want quick intervention so as to forestall further breakdown of law and order. It's time to say our byes, but don't forget to keep those photos and videos coming in. Add your contact and location for easy access. Till next week, I'm Chris Elems. Bye-bye.